Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. So this is going to be episode 67 of Saturday Night Special. And I think I got quite a bit of fun content for you this week. So we've got some machine work to share. I've done some more work on the little vise project for the rotary welding table there. And got that we'll throw in. And we also, I got some video of the proving ring that Kevin Alexander sent me to try out and play with and see if we could get a more accurate weight on the welding table. So actually I did that yesterday. We finally got some nice weather. It dried up. We had some sun. So I come home yesterday and we set it up outside and we got us a reading on it. So looking forward to sharing that with you. So make sure you get your guesses ready on what you think the welding table is going to weigh. Don't forget that whenever I showed it the last time, I forgot to include some of the weight, and plus we were using that old spring scale, so it was off a little bit. So I had a lot of fun with that, and I'm going to be taking it to work and playing with it down there too. We're going to pick up some gearboxes and some cylinders and see if we can guess what everything weighs. So as far as viewer mail this week, we don't have any new boxes, but what we've got is the package that Charles Frank sent last weekend, the little wooden box. All right, I cut that open this week, so I've got video of that I'm going to share with you, and we'll find out what was in there. And I'm just going to see what else I got to throw into the video. I've got a few pictures from work, some jobs that we've been doing. And you never know what you're going to find. You know, I usually just, whenever I'm making the video, I'll go through my phone and I'll just find some of the pictures throughout the week that I've taken of different things, and I'll decide to just go ahead and throw those in there at the end for you to see. So that's usually where some of those pictures come from. Things during the video, and then jobs and stuff like that. So we might see a couple other behind the scenes pictures thrown in the video there. So I think that's about it, all the updates I got for you this week. We still have no major big projects that we've started yet. I've had other things going on that I've been trying to take care of still. So hopefully real soon I'm going to get out here and start working on the gantry crane and get it done. So whenever that happens, I'll take video of that. On a side note, I thought I'd let you know that I'm waiting to hear from a contractor on the roof. I want to extend the roof line of the shop over the slab out there. I've talked about that in the past. So I'm really looking forward to getting that done now. So I found a contractor that I feel I've got a good feeling about, and he came out the other day, took his measurements, and he said he'd be getting back with me, and hopefully pretty soon we'll start on the roof extension for the side of the shop right here. And I'm really looking forward to getting that done, because that's almost going to be like building on the shop right here. My plan is to start with the roof, and then we're going to come back and we'll wall it in. So I'm going to have a whole nother section of the shop out there, and where I can set up the bandsaw permanently, the drill press. I would love to move my grinders out there, things like that, and have a little bit more room in the shop here for the cleaner work and the machining and that kind of stuff. So that's the kind of stuff that's on my mind right now, and just a little at a time. You know, it's going to take a while to get all the improvements done that I want to do, but hopefully we can start with a new roof out there and give us some nice covered work area outside to expand what we're doing here at the shop. So, all right, so let's get to some machine work, and I hope you guys enjoy this week's video, okay? Thank you very much. I think it's time to go ahead and open up this box that Charles Frank sent us. I'm excited to see what's inside and how I've decided to do it. I think we're going to mix a little woodchucking skills with a little bit of metalworking skills here. So I'm going to use one of these Porter Cable carbide I mean, I would call it an end mill, but it's probably a router bit. This is one of those I got at the flea market. I think I bought 4 of them. I paid $1 a piece. They're brand new. Solid carbide, 1/2 inch shank. So I think we'll just set this up in the mill over in the Kurt vise, and I'll just go around and just mill off the top where I can get it off there. So let's go see what Charles has sent us. All right, let's get her in there and let's see how square it is. There's our carbide wood cutting and mill. All right, I got it in the fastest speed, 2720 on the chart here. Here we go. There we go. We got to mill that last little bit. All right, that was good use of the Porter cable carbide there. All right, I don't know what it is yet, so let's move back to the bench. Okay, I haven't taken it out yet, so let's find out what she is. Montana Territory Wild Huckleberry Cordials. Well, everybody else tried them, so I might as well try one. Don't think I've ever had a wild huckleberry cordial. That's good. Very good, Charles. I'm glad there's only a few of them in this little box right here because I don't need these. But they're excellent, and that's a cool gift. Thank you very much. Very interesting way to package them. Got to use the machines. Got to use the new cutter that I bought. So, all right, there we go, guys. And thanks again, Charles, for the cordials. Okay, gonna go ahead and start making this other bolt for the vise. And see, this is what we had in there. And surprisingly, this backyard engineering worked surprisingly well. I fitted in the vise in it, and there's a little room for improvement. The square is a little bit loose, so I believe this this is a manufactured piece. That was supposed to be like a 3/8 square. I'm going to shoot for a 7/16 square and try it. If it's still too tight, then I'll set it back up and I'll mill some more off. But let's start with 7/16. All right. Okay, 30 thousandths. All right, this is going to be our diameter for milling a square. I'm just taking it to 9/16 right there. All right, we're at 562. So we're going to turn this area here down to 370 for threading it 3/8/16. Going to thread at 16. There's our little handle. That's what's going to be screwing down on that. Alright, got everything set. Let's make a scratch pass. We'll be doing quick draw method. Okay, that looks good right there. Let's give it a quick check. All right, it's fitting on there. I think maybe we could stand for a spring pass. Yeah, it's still nice and cruddy in there, ain't it? That didn't do much. Take one. Okay. I still got to finish cleaning this, and then the main screw of the vise also. That's a good fit there. Okay. All right. So threading's done. Let's go to the mill and we'll mill us 4 flats on there. Got to thinking after I said let's go mill 4 flats. Why do we need 4 flats? We're only going to be using 2 of them. So I'm going to try that. I'm just going to mill the 2 flats and it should work. You know, the other 2 sides right there is just going to be out there in the slot, so it doesn't really matter. And for those curious, I'm just using a 5C collet block, 3/4 collet, just using the spanner nut, and I have this Martin spanner wrench that I use to tighten it up, and I've got it pulled up square on the edge of the vise jaws using my scale. Okay. Touch the shoulder. Okay, same thing as the other part. We're going to take a 16th. And then all we got to do is just flip the block 180. Square it up on the end using the scale. Snug it back up. All right, let's try something. I think I can get the vise in right here and test that. Possibly if I got enough hanging out. I don't think I got enough hanging out. I think it's going to be too tight. Just barely trying to get it. It's trying to start, but I think it's hitting the casting on the inside there. Tell you what, better just take it out and try it. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it's because of the hole being not completely centered in that slot there. It's just a little tight, but remember we made it a little bigger. I think all I need to do is just take it off one side. Let's try that. Let's just mill a little off one side and then fit it again. Sure that's good. We're good there. All right, let's take, I need a little bit of clearance there. Let's take 20 thousandths. mark it. Make sure I know that I have to line back up on that side if we have to do it again, which I don't think we're going to have to, but let's see. Oh yeah. I think that'll work just fine right there. All right, let me get it out of here and let's we'll look at it again. All right, I think that works right there. That'll work. All right, all I gotta do is just part it off. Like I said, I'm gonna leave this head a little bit thicker than that carriage bolt, and that part will be done. All right, I think a 1/4 inch looks good to me. All right, there we have it. I'm just going to chuck it back up and face this side off right here, and we'll put it together. All right, I went over there and gave the little locking handle the wire brush treatment. There's our new bolt. And I still got a little dot there. That'll go to the inside. All right, so we're going to drop that down in there. So there's a view of the bottom side. All right, there we go. Let me lock my table so I'll take you for a spin there. All right, got one little hang up right there. That's okay. That's just, it's casted in there, so it's probably rubbing on something. Okay. And that actually feels good right there. Okay. Yep. All right, there we go. We're about ready to use this thing again. I'm gonna grab the other part, the other vise jaw. All right, so still got to order the copper for this. Never got around to that yet, but we will. And then the main screw and handle there, I've got to clean it up good. I just now put it in the vapor rust today to try to get some of the rust off, and then we'll wire brush it really good and oil it, and then we'll screw it together. So that's coming out to be a nice little vise now. So what we'll do, I think I've already mentioned this, is I'd like to make just make a steel mounting plate that this thing is bolted to, and then that plate will then be bolted to the one of these T-slots somewhere, to where I can basically I can loosen it, you know, and then you can slide it around or pivot it or something like that, you know what I mean? So whenever we want to use it, we'll be able to just kind of move it around a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, well, today we've got some nice weather outside. It's nice and sunny. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and we're gonna weigh the welding table using this cal tester here, the proving ring. And I've already got everything outside. I just got her hung, and I haven't weighed it yet, so we're going to do that together and see what we come up with. I got a chart right here that's going to tell us approximately what the weight is. And what I had figured out, whenever I showed this in a video, I said that this was thousandths of an inch. It's not thousandths, it's actually it's tenths. So approximately every 100 pounds is going to be 1/1000ths on the dial, okay? And that's pretty good. That's pretty good up to about 400 pounds. And after about 400, it starts to fluctuate a little bit. So I told you that it weighed around 589 pounds. I messed up and forgot to include the weight of the column in there, which was 100 pounds. So I think we're going to be somewhere in the neighborhood between 650 and 700 pounds, because I guessed the weight of the faceplate. So let's go outside. I'll set the camera up there so that you can get a good shot at it, of the dial as I'm lifting it up. And let's see how much this thing weighs, okay? Okay, we got her set up, and we're gonna probably be losing a little bit of accuracy here because we are in the sunlight and this thing is calibrated, and I had it inside the shop. So I've got it zero set, and it's loose right now. We don't have any weight on it, but I'll move the camera down here so you can see it as I lift it. I just wanted you to see how everything is hooked up now. I got the adapters right here and the eye bolts, so it's ready to go. And by the way, there's some development going on right up the street right here, so you're hearing graders and stuff like that probably. Okay, I got you looking straight at the dial now. It's zero set and it's free. You see we have no weight on it. Just moving it around like that, you can see the dial just tweaking a little. So all right, here we go. I'm going to start the lift, and remember, every 1/1000ths is 100 pounds basically. All right, so that's 100 pounds right there. 200, 300, 4, 500, 600 pounds. Okay, you're off the ground. Let me come on up a little. Okay. Now let it relax. So we're just about 6 thousandths and 6/10ths. We're almost at that 6/10ths mark. So let's look at the chart here. $650 pounds would be 6,6.5 right here. So, man, I mean, it's right at it. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna call it between 10 pounds, 640 and 650 right there. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? So I can tell right off that my the scale that I used originally, you know, it was close, but I was off a little bit on that. That's pretty cool. So just want you to see you're floating. It's not touching the ground. All right, let's lay her back down. There we go. Yeah, it moved just a little bit. So let's call her at 650 pounds. Sounds good to me.